ever considered owning a home, you may have thought about what that would mean for your financial future and your life in general. The team at TaylorMade is about to dissect the impacts of home ownership and talk to you about the benefits and maybe the cons of owning a home in this market.
Homeownership has been great for me personally and my family. It has enabled us to plant roots here in Garrett County. You're invested in the community, you know this is where you're going to be, and it all starts with picking a place, settling down, and then you make it your own, you make it your home. And that's something that's been important for the Ferguson family.
When owning a home, all the payments that you make actually increases the equity that you have inside your home. So whenever you decide to sell or refinance, you have a pot of money that you contribute towards your mortgage, which is equity.
I have been a homeowner in Garrett County for 21 years and basically been a homeowner ever since my husband Bob and I have been married, which we just hit 40 years. Memorial Day. There are lots of benefits to being a homeowner. One of the most frequent things that you will find out, say you're applying for a credit card or a car loan, etc. It will ask, how long have you been at your present residence? They go by that can affect your credit if you move. So if you're renting a place and the lease is out in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and you move somewhere else, another 12 months and somewhere else, that actually affects your credit. So when you are a homeowner, you tend to stay there because it is harder to move when you gotta sell it and buy something else. But it does help your credit. You establish roots, you buy a home where you're comfortable with the community, where your kids, if you have children, what school district they'll be in, maybe you're close to your work, or church, or any community activities.
I haven't been a homeowner for 45 years. It's nice to know that you've got that place to go every day, to know that it's yours. It's nice when you can start building some equity in it. That equity could allow you to do some things later in life that you might not be able to do without it. And when I say that, I mean maybe you want to take a trip sometime. Or maybe you need to start a little business. You got home equity, you go to the bank and get a home equity loan. One thing you gotta remember when you own a home too is you gotta have maintenance costs. So you've gotta expect at some point in time a refrigerator to go out, or a hot water heater to go out, or depending on how your roof is, in 20 or 30 years you may need to put a roof on the house. So there's always gonna be some maintenance, so you need to kind of keep those in the back of your mind. And here again, when you need it, you've got home equity, a home equity loan if you need it. So,
one of the biggest benefits of being a homeowner would be the emotional attachment that you will find and develop with your home. For me personally, the house that I'm living in now, we did make it our home. We did several changes to it right off the bat, but your options are pretty much endless. You can plant a garden, you can take down a wall, you can remodel a room, paint it whatever color you want. All those things add up to make your home just that, your home, your space. It's a great feeling.
Several years ago, there was a lot of articles talking about the advantages of not buying of renting. Without a doubt, there is somewhere in your life or some places in this country where maybe that's best. But generally speaking, I will stand by that it's great to be a homeowner. You're going to talk about maintenance. I mean, there's some headaches, of course. There's some work, some fees, some things you're going to have to worry about if you weren't just renting. But when you're a homeowner, you're building equity. You got to pay to live somewhere in this country. So whatever you're paying, you might as well pay that, to yourself. So over time, even just a couple of years, let's say you buy a home and then you sell it for the same amount. Well, you've still made out. Maybe you got some tax write-offs or whatever, but you would have paid rent anyway. So it only makes sense on a practical level to buy a home, even if you're not that emotionally charged to that.